What up? What up? Top of the top. Who up in here? That's right. Rise and shine. What's up? Repent daily. They need to repent and get their shit together. Good morning, Miss Jackie. American Links. What up, my bro? What up? What's popping? What up? Good morning, Miss Carla. What up, Alan from the UK? What up, Alan? LaCole, what's up? Randy Nichols, the Chicks 1000. What's up? ASAP Auto L Blizz, what's up? Episode 204. Yeah. Alan, you my boy. Did you think I was going to let you slide with all them table jokes? I watched you crack jokes for about 2-3 weeks on me about this table. Did you think I was going to let that slide? Today, Alan, you getting cooked. I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just fucking with you. You and Sassy ain't going to keep joking on my table. You feel me? I thought I ain't see. I've been watching y'all for a while cracking these little table jokes. But we family, so I ain't gonna get at y'all. I'm just bullshit. Yeah. This table is strong. You know what I'm saying? Everything's strong around here. Yeah, I got some jokes today, man. What's up, though? How y'all feeling this morning, man? We back at it again. We up. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tuning in. It's the 4No Fame Live, episode 204. Man, we talking about a couple of things. How, you know, when I was live yesterday, somebody came in the chat and you know, let it be known that the rapper Lil TJAY got shot. Now, people from New York, we know about Lil TJAY. I know about Lil TJAY about 4 or 5 years. A lot of people didn't know about Lil TJAY, but Lil TJAY actually got talent. You know what I'm saying? He one of the up-and-coming rappers. He been doing this thing. He got talent, though. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, Lil TJAY got shot, but it's not the fact he got shot. It's just that his shooters didn't shoot. See, I didn't really get a chance to look into the story. I seen people reporting on it. Salute to y'all. So I did my little homework this morning and come to find out that Lil TJAY had other people around him that didn't shoot. So I'm going to get into that, how just because you got shooters don't mean they're going to shoot, because everybody ain't war ready. Everybody ain't battle tested. And you know, like I always tell you, it's one thing when you shooting, but it's different when somebody shooting back at you. Some people freeze up because they ain't built like that. See, you got to be able to take a shot to give a shot. And if you give a shot, you got to be prepared to take a shot. And that go on every level, because a lot of people can't take shots. The same way you got people that'll talk about people, then when you talk about them, they start crying. Same shit. But Lil TJAY, his shooters didn't shoot. So I'm going to get into that and how a lot of people be in a false sense of security. They think they straight. But guess what? Can't nobody watch your own back like you watch your own back. That's it. I'm going to get into that. We'll talk a little street politics. What up, ASAP Auto, the Midwest, Minnesota, Soda, Minneapolis. You already know. What's up? Yeah, Miss Sassy, yeah. You're going to keep joking on my table, Miss Sassy. I'm going to get at you, too. You and Adam, I'm going to get at y'all today. You keep joking on me and my table. Y'all know I got love for y'all, man. Y'all know y'all my people, man. But, yeah. I'm gonna talk about that today. We're gonna talk about how Lil TJAY, his shooters didn't shoot. And I'm also gonna get into this trend of bad parenting, or really what we're seeing are people that never was good parents. Now, you know, it's coming to the light, and it's sad and it's sick, but really this domestic violence is going somewhere else. This whole black on black crime thing is going somewhere else, because now a lot of black on black crime is happening within families. Families are banging on each other. And like I said, this is all part of the experiment they did. They knew once they got a certain amount of people and they put them in certain situations, like they did the experiment with the rats. When they took away all the resources from the mice started eating each other head off. And I think that's what we're seeing now. People are attacking each other due to lack of many different things. I'm gonna talk about that. Good morning, Rondell. I'm also going to be talking, and due to the fact Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm gonna be talking about these bad parenting skills, but I'm also gonna call this kind of like slash cannibalism, where you see people eating each other. It's just that they doing it different. You dig? People are now turning on each other, but it's like a form of cannibalism because it's about survival. I'm gonna get into that. I'm also going to get into New York City has now put in place a program to pay people to report traffic violations, basically snitch on people with traffic violations. I spoke about all this shit before about how it's going to be a time, we coming to a time where everybody's going to be telling on everybody for money. I told you they got all of these programs. This also goes with the program when the mayor got that money for the police. I told you the police, the money for the police is also to pay confidential informants, is also to pay snitches, reward money, shit like that. So when I told people that crime was over, they thought I was playing. They thought I was talking out my ass. I'm showing you how you can't even violate a traffic stop no more, a traffic light. Somebody gonna snitch on you. We got more proof. I'm also going to talk about the clown 6ix9ine, the rainbow nigga, because he got to come out for Pride Month. He took a time out to joke on Lil TJAY getting shot. He always comes out when something bad happened to somebody, just like a couple other dudes. When something bad happened to somebody, they always come out and got something to say. But we neither here nor there. Also, your boy Jussie Smollett came back out. What's up, Miss Deja? Also, your boy Jussie, the ultimate clout chaser, the lying-ass actor. Yeah, that stage, that whole event, that nigga came back out. But we don't care about him, but he had to stick out for Pride Month too. See, all these, they got to come out. Yeah, I know Jussie he already out the closet, but he had to come out yesterday and say a little something. I ain't even gonna get into him, but we gonna just observe something real quick. Also, a New York woman was held hostage, and she was smart because she used Grubhub to get out of her captivity. We're going to talk about that because y'all know I've been talking about how a lot of people are going to be getting snatched up in these times we in right now. And we got proof. Also, home invasions in Buckhead, Atlanta, the rich neighborhood, they've been dealing with home invasions of people kicking in doors, putting guns to their head for finances. All of this is going on right now. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna make sure I don't miss nothing else. You know, I'm going to do a little freestyling too. But yeah, I'm just telling y'all, man, that's where we at with it right now. All right, it's 4No Fame Live, man. Thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for always riding with your boy. And we're gonna get into the business like we do about this time. Pardon me, I'm sipping on my coffee right now. Yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next to get shot? And it's sad, like I said, a lot of us, we know, some of us know these people, but I know a lot of y'all don't know these people till they get shot. I know it. TMZ, sometimes TMZ don't cover these artists until they get shot or locked up. Then TMZ cover them. Sad, man. But anyway, all of this represent the sign of the times we in right now. That's all it is. Now, I was doing my research or whatever, looking up this Lil TJAY incident. Because sometimes I like to catch it on the back end. You know what I'm saying? I catch these stories on the back end. And the man who allegedly shot Lil TJAY is in custody. But allegedly, the man tried to rob Lil TJAY in New Jersey at a shopping center, gas station area, something like that, whatever. But I didn't know Lil TJAY had two other people with him. A man last name Boyd, 22, and another man named Valdez. I just say his last name. He was 24. Now, the robber tried to rob Lil TJAY while other people was with him, allegedly. And we know Lil TJAY got shot, and allegedly they was like his guts was hanging out, something like that. And another man got shot that was with him. But the thing that caught me about the story, both of the men that was with Lil TJAY got caught with a pistol, which means allegedly they were supposed to be his shooters. They got caught with their pistols and they both got charged. which shows us that Lil TJAY thought he had security, but his security folded because nobody could watch your back like you. That's just the facts. But a lot of people got a false sense of security. You think because you got your niggas with you. You think because you got a lot of guns and your niggas got guns, you think you can't be touched, you can't be faded. But I told you, you might have won a couple battles, but you don't know about warfare and you don't know about certain things. See, let me break down something to y'all real quick. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. See, sometimes when you known for having a gun or you known for having shooters, sometimes people will just shoot you first and just get it out the way, then rob you. See, you got jackers, you got shooters, and you got killers, and you understand? You got different levels. So you got gangsters, you got thugs, and you got killers. Killers shoot first, ask questions later. So when you out here and you're not war ready and you think because you strapped, you got protection, that shit don't mean nothing if you're not a killer. Because sometimes, like I say, when you known for having that thing or you known for having the shooters around, sometimes niggas just spray you and your shooters up first. What happened when Tupac got robbed? Did they not spray up him and his boys, him and his shooters, sprayed them up, then robbed them? Man, that shit been going on for years. Because it's certain people from certain areas they train to go. And you got niggas that do little jack moves. You got niggas that are professional robbers, jackers, and killers. And they just shoot first. They don't care about all that. You got some people that rob you, then shoot you. But my point is, Lil TJAY had got two shooters with him, and he got shot. So, which means he had dead weight with him. Which means his niggas wasn't on point. They wasn't ready like that. And then on top of his two shooters, one of his shooters got shot. And then they got caught with their pistols. So do you see how messy this is? You see why some people need to invest in their security the right way? And even though you pay for security, don't mean they're gonna hold you down correctly. But you might got a better chance paying for some real security than having some dudes around you that's just certified pistol holders and they ain't gonna really kill nothing. Or they might just be with you for what you got to bring to the table, like benefiting off you financially. But when it's time for war, they already got in their head they're gonna run or they ain't gonna do shit. Or they're gonna be one of them niggas that say, yo, I was about to shoot, but, or they're gonna be one of them niggas that gonna make an excuse or the gun jam. Niggas ain't gonna be ready to die right then and there when it's time for you to die. That's just what it is, because you gotta what? You gotta watch your own ass out here. You gotta be your own shooter. You gotta be ready. But before you a shooter, first you gotta be smart. And that's a whole nother topic, but I'm just gonna get into how everybody that got a gun is not a gangster. Everybody that got a gun is not a killer. Now, Lil TJAY, like I say, he been doing this thing since a teenager. He made good music. You know what I'm saying? He actually is a good artist. I don't know what this is about. This ain't none of my business, but a man tried to rob him. Allegedly, the man's name was Muhammad. Kanate, whatever, Muhammad. So I'm assuming he's Muslim. His first name is Muhammad. So he might have had terroristic thoughts on his mind, because when he seen Lil TJAY and them lacking or whatever, allegedly, he attempted to rob the man. I don't know if he robbed. I don't know if he got away with it, but I know one thing for sure. He fired on all three of them. And that means that if Lil TJAY had two shooters with him, allegedly, that means they had more gunfire or more firepower, should I say, than the robber. But somehow the robber made it unscathed, and Lil TJAY, one of his mans, got shot, and they both got gun charges. Two of the shooters got gun charges. That was with Lil TJAY. So this whole thing is messy, and this thing just shows you where we at. And it just caught my attention because it just shows me that, like I say, God forbid if a war broke out right now, yeah, a lot of people got guns, but a lot of people can't shoot and they ain't ready. The same thing I was talking about a couple of weeks ago, last week, when they gave a report on how a lot of people are going out buying guns. And I spoke about how a lot of people going to buy guns, but a lot of people can't shoot, and they're not killers, and they're not built like that. If you haven't been in the trenches for years, if you haven't really been through no real street wars, you don't have an idea of what's really going on in the street. Anybody can unloose a clip. You don't even know how to properly fire, how many to let go, how many to save. You don't know when to get how to have enough to get away. My point is, a lot of people, they just not ready for war, and they think because they got guns and niggas around them, they are secure and they safe. But I'm showing you, anybody could be touched, because it's a saying, like I always tell you, that I learned: if you could be seen, you could be hit. It don't matter who the fuck you is. It don't matter what you think you holding. If somebody wants to get you, they will get you. These are laws of nature. These are laws of the street. And good thing Lil TJAY ain't dead. But this shooter, allegedly, he tried to leave him for dead. I don't know, when the shooter pulled up to rob, he seen somebody reaching and started firing. I don't know. Either way, you see what happened to Lil TJAY. Now, also attached to this Lil TJAY, the bitch ass 6ix9ine, whatever, Rainbow Pride Month ass little rapper ass snitch ass nigga. He took time to come out and try to disrespect Lil TJAY, because when a rapper takes a loss or gets shot, he always got something to say. And we know that 6ix9ine is a hater, and he's mad because he can't come to New York like that. He can't walk around. He ain't the man no more. He's a fucking hating ass little nigga. So he want to joke on Lil TJAY after he gets shot. Nobody respects that. All right. Nobody respect when you clown somebody who got shot, or you clown somebody that go to jail. Nobody respect that. But that's what some bitch ass dudes do. They like to joke on people when they take a loss. You know, they think that makes them look official. Like some people, they can't wait for somebody to take a little L, get shot, so they can go hit the live button and start talking about these particular incidents. I'm talking about the people that disrespect and violate. I'm not talking about the people that report. Y'all know, with certain people, soon as somebody take a loss or get shot, they want to put their little 2 cents in and be disrespectful. Well, 6ix9ine is one of them clown ass niggas, and he's a fucking clout chaser. And let's be clear, niggas like him clout chase, just like other niggas clout chase. And they try to get a little weak ass opinion, like that shit means something. Like, my point is, Tekashi making this little joke, he think niggas care. Nobody cares. You could joke all day, you will forever be written off as a fucking agent, nigga. That's it. And Lil TJAY is way more solid than you, and he gonna be back. He gonna be all right. But Tekashi, you still ain't gonna be able to come to New York. You still will forever have to watch your back. And hopefully one day somebody don't fire on Tekashi ass like that. It might be a year from now. It might be 10 years from now. Who knows? 5 years ago. Who knows? But my point is, you see this trend of niggas thinking it's funny when other people take a loss. So being that Tekashi Snitch 9 can't trend off no music, he can't trend no more, he gotta wait till somebody else downfall to try to trend. A lot of niggas do the same formula. You'll see it. Also, Casanova took time out to speak from jail on Lil TJAY getting shot. And he spoke in a text on social media, basically saying Lil TJAY need to go by his crib and get the vest. Well, we know goddamn well bulletproof vests are illegal in New York. But this is what Casanova said from behind the wall. Also, the bitch on my pardon me, the nigga French Montana, he also took time to speak out and make sure he was trending off of Lil TJAY shooting. And he said he praying for Lil TJAY and shit like that. But like I just told y'all, where you was at before, French? When these little niggas, where you was at before? Now, when he gets shot, all these niggas always want to send their fucking prayers. Niggas don't pray for themselves, but want to always pray for somebody else. The same shit. I'm sending my prayers. Fuck your prayers. Fuck all you niggas' prayers that claim you praying for people, but you don't pray for yourself. Especially when you know you ain't shit anyway. Nobody wants y'all fucking prayers, all right? Pray for yourself. So we always gonna see this trend when somebody take a loss. I'm talking about people of a certain caliber. I'm not talking about us low-level people reporting on shit. I'm talking about people of a certain caliber, of a certain level, always find a way to put their 2 cents in because they know that's a slick way for them to get themselves trending off another person's demise. That's what they always do. It's the same shit. You got some niggas, they make content, but the only time they're gonna make content is when somebody die. I'm not talking about make content. They're gonna go live and give their opinions and try to disrespect people that died, shit like that, or got shot, or took a loss. They like to clown people that took L's. And I'm just saying, we don't respect shit like that. It is what it is, man. But salute to everybody that does cover information, does create content, and they should I say be fair, be very informing, and actually put the work in when they cover these stories. Opposite of the motherfuckers that see some shit and just start running their fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cool. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, Lil TJAY, he had the shooters with him, but his shooter got shot. And then his shooters got locked up. So now his shooters got gun charges. So this whole shit is just fucked up. And it happened in New Jersey. And I don't know why they met in New Jersey. I don't know why it took place in New Jersey. I don't know about none of that. But one thing I know for sure, we all know that Lil TJAY got shot. One of his shooters got shot, and both his shooters got gun charges now. And they also caught the man that put the work in on them. See, that's all I'm saying. These streets, they've been wicked. Now it's no holds barred. It's nothing gonna save you out here in these streets. And we're going to get into some more things. Salute to the chat. I see y'all. Black Barbie, Ken Thompson. What's up, D. Malley from Cali? I'm going to get to the chat. Yeah, but we got some more work to do. Other than that, I'm chilling right now. All right, so let's get into let's talk about this clown nigga right here. We're gonna look into the pattern of this cannibalistic behavior. This black on black crime within the family. Now, let me give a disclaimer and be very clear. Let me tell y'all something. When I look up the news, I do not specifically be looking for one type of news, one type of people, one type of race. I look for the stories that catch my eye. And I'm trying to tell y'all probably notice the same thing. It's like strategically, nobody in America is. You remember before we used to see a lot of crazy ass white crimes? For some reason, I don't be seeing no crazy white crimes no more. I'm just saying it seems like certain news is being oppressed or suppressed, or it's like when I look at these stories, I try to be fair and look all across the table. Now, mostly when I do see brown crimes, so-called Hispanic crimes, most of it is drug related. But my point is, for some reason, with this vicious crime cycle, it's always a particular people. So I want y'all to understand, I don't pick and choose these stories just to try to make people look bad. I just go for the stories, or just any story that grabbed my attention, and there's some things going on within the detail, them the stories that I go into. When I look at the behavior pattern, but I'm trying to tell you it's only mainly certain stories keep getting pushed out. I know y'all probably noticed it too. The other news be light, but the certain news that be very detailed, it just so happened to be a particular people. Now, this brother is accused of shooting his sister over a fucking locked bathroom door. I've heard a whole lot in my life. I've never really heard of nobody trying to smoke their own sister. And we already spoke about how dudes are shooting females so fast, it's crazy. They're actually trying to shoot females faster than niggas, than men. This is a trend going on. It's been going on for a little while. That's what it is. So let's look into the psyche of what will make a man try to gun his sister down in the house. Her kids there, her grandkids there. So this man you looking at shot his sister in the stomach after arguing with her about a locked door, a locked bathroom door. And after they finished arguing, she went into the room with her daughter. Now this man, this clown right here named Willie Didnt, this nigga named Willie, he want to fight and argue with his sister. Now I'm talking about the tenant was in her house. This nigga probably was leeching off his sister. This nigga 54 years old, so now I'm talking about a 10. He was leeching off his sister. And it happened early in the morning, so maybe this nigga wanted to go in the bathroom and do some dope or some shit like that. This nigga beefing with his sister in the crib about a fucking bathroom door. So, and this happened in Memphis. So the woman went into the room with her daughter, and then this dude came in the room still trying to argue with sister. This nigga want to just argue. He left the room and came back with 2 handguns. Now, the woman's granddaughter saw this clown right here and asked him to put the guns down. But he didn't listen. So when the sister came out the bathroom, he fired on his own sister and shot her in the stomach, in the house, in front of her daughter and her grandkids. Y'all know my slogan. When I told you don't trust nobody, I told you, you can't trust nobody. I told you, family, friends, all that shit go out the window because people are demonic. And what happened is a lot of people's soul got snatched and a lot of people sold their soul during the pandemic. I told you, you thought the sickness was just the C-19. No, the sickness was the sickness of your people. The sickness was the demonic infusion into the minds and hearts and souls of the people you thought were your people, or you thought that you loved, or you thought loved you. It was a mental transitioning going on. It was a breaking process going on these past couple of years. That's why I told you, no, in my opinion, nobody is the same as they was from 2019. And we got to remember, we got 2 years taken from us. But within those 2 years, some people built themselves up. Some people degenerated themselves. You know, some people became better within the past couple of years, took time out for themselves to get their mind right, get their life in order. Some people went ass backwards, actually got worse. Some of them was already doing bad before the pandemic. So a lot of them are doing fucking worse. And being that a lot of people had a lot of free ass money and that shit gone, that's the hurt. Just think about when you used to having a lot of something and then that shit is gone and you don't know how to act or maintain. You know, like when you give a child everything and then you just take everything in front of them in one night, they're going to go crazy. They're going to flip out. But that's what you're looking at. It's also, like I told y'all, it comes from a study that they did a long time ago, I think in the 50s, 40s, something. The homework they did, the research they did, because you know they study eugenics, they study economics, they study people's life, they study us, and they create certain circumstances for us. But the point is, when they did the experiment a long time ago, you probably could find it online. It did it, you could find it. When they put all of the rats in a box and created different mazes. And then when they put a certain amount of food in there, then they sat back and watched what would happen through time. When eventually all of the food became eaten, and then eventually the animals, the rats, started eating each other. I'm not going to keep repeating it. Some of y'all should know, but for those that don't know, this is the formula they used before they put us in the projects. But not only that, this is the formula they use on our whole life situation, period. So my point is, I'm bringing attention to now, this is one of the war fronts on in the household now. Sisters and brothers fighting, but really it's a brother trying to kill his own sister over what? A locked bathroom? So we know it got to be some, man, I already know this is like drug talk. This nigga's a junkie. He's a pluck ass nigga. Because he's not in the right mind state, or the nigga just out his mind. But you got to also understand, we do got to understand that these drugs, when your mind ain't strong, they do alter demons. You can look all this shit up. Certain drugs are created to transpire demons within a person's brain. That's why people who are mentally ill literally do have demons inside of them. And a lot of them can't control it. And guess what? Sometimes it's not even their fault. It's just that they on a particular medication, or it's certain things they indulge in, and they got demons in their head. We know no person. Now, we also do know this also, that Cain and Abel energy. Cain was the first person on the planet to kill his own family member and didn't apologize neither. And then when he created his own race, he created his own family, should I say. My point is, when we see a man trying to kill his own sister, now we know brothers and sisters fight, but you know, when I seen the story, some also let me know maybe his sister was a beast. Maybe she kicked ass. Maybe she might be known to put that work in, and he was scared. So not only did he shoot his sister, he went and got 2 guns. He was 2 guns up against his own sister. And a lot of times, these are the same niggas that be cowards in the street. So what would make a man gun down his own sister in front of her child and her grandkids? We know for a fact it's something sick, and this to me is a form of cannibalism, because he's trying to devour his own family member. And now his stupid ass in jail. So I'm just showing you the pattern, which a lot of y'all already know, of what's really going on. Nobody's to be trusted. Nobody. I don't care what you say until proved otherwise. People are flipping on people. Loyalty is out the window. When you put the money factor in there, man, everybody got a price on them right now. It's just about how high, how much, how fast can you pay me? And a lot of people are only cool because either it benefits them or they're trying to get something out of the situation. I'm just being real. I don't got to sit here and sugarcoat this shit. This what the fuck is going on right now. So when you see a brother trying to assassinate his own sister in her own house, that gives you a sign of what's actually going on. And this is what's going on all over. Now we're going to get into another story real quick of this bitch right here. This is a killer babysitter. Some of y'all probably think she cute. You're going to see this trend. Now, this woman right here, she is accused of abusing a young child who later died after a week in the hospital. She is a babysitter, or was a babysitter, or maybe that shit just mean this bitch ain't had no job. She ain't had no hustle. She had shit going on. She was a babysitter, all right? And I'm not knocking nobody that's a babysitter. I'm not knocking nobody that watch kids and you don't have no job. I'm talking about if you watch kids, if you're a babysitter and you're a real babysitter, that is a real job. When you watch kids because you love kids and you love to take care of kids, that is a real babysitter. Yes, that is a real job. But I'm talking about some of these bitches that call themselves babysitters, but they ain't fucking babysitters. They're just trying to make some quick money to get some weed or do some bullshit, and they ain't got shit going on. So they'll sit here and act like they want to watch your kids. And I want this to be a lesson for people. Don't let everybody watch your kids, not even your friends. Because this woman portrayed her friend. She did this to her own friend's child. Check out the story. The child was only 11 months old. All right. This woman named Kamara is accused of abusing a young child who later died a week later in the hospital. Now check this out. She watched the particular child multiple times. She was considered to be a trusted babysitter and a friend. Now, while she was watching the baby this particular day, she sent the mother a text message saying that the baby ate some soap and was having an allergic reaction. The mom came home, and when she came home, what she witnessed was her baby was on the ground having seizures. And not only having a seizure, she kept having seizure after seizure. Come to find out, the baby had blunt force trauma and bleeding on the brain. Come to find out, this dumb bitch right here threw the baby into a wall. The baby was only 11 months old. She threw the baby into the wall and was shaking the baby to death. Do you see what people are doing to people's kids? Because mind you, this wasn't her child, so she don't give a fuck. She tried to cap at first, but later, when the police put that pressure on her, she broke down and told the truth. This bitch threw an 11-month-old into a wall. You see how these stories are getting sicker and sicker. And she from Michigan. Do you see how it's getting sick and sicker? We are seeing and hearing things we never heard of before. Now, mind you, this girl was her friend. Because remember, a friend will fry you in. Or a friend will fry you in the end. That's why I don't worry about no fucking friends. I'm just being solid. This was a trusted friend that watched her child multiple times. What would possess this woman to not only beat on the child, but throw a baby into a fucking wall? Who think like that? Once again, I'm going to say either demonic behavior or she was a bitch that's high, trying to get high. Baby kept blowing her high. She got frustrated. And I told you, I'm not specifically just picking out people for these stories. These stories are mind-blowing. They're unthinkable type of crimes. And I'm showing you a pattern is going on in household. This happened in the house. The man that killed in the house. So when people talk about the black community and things of that nature and how we going, I told you the first war is within the household. It starts from the household to the next door neighbor, to your neighborhood, then the community. But a lot of households are in shambles right now. And like a brother said, we don't have our elders no more. So being that we don't have our elders, a lot of things are out of whack. A lot of our elders, died before their time. They died before their time. Or even the ones that's here, we so separated from them that a lot of people forgot their principles or morals or how they was raised. All of this shit is in your DNA. You already know right from wrong, but you came to a point in life where you don't want to do right. Or that part of your brain that says do right, it has officially shut down. So we got to ask the question, what would make this bitch throw a baby into a wall? 11 months. And lied to the mother, said the baby ate soap. So you see how somebody can watch your child and then sit and tell you a bullshit ass, bogus ass lie and straight violate your child. And it's supposed to be your friend that you trust. Of course you trusted her because you wouldn't be trusting anybody to watch your baby. But this was a friend. Somebody you let in your house. Somebody you always let watch your child. Probably always hung with. Do you see the betrayal? That's what I'm saying. Right now, this world we in right now, I'm just going to say this. If you're going to bring children into the world, bring children into the world out of real love. Don't bring no children into this world because this world is fucked up. Don't bring children into the world because you're dealing with lust behavior and you're selfish and you just want to bring a kid here for whatever personal reasons, whether financial, whatever bullshit you want to bring kids in the world. The world is fucked up. So if you don't have real love and you're not really willing to protect and make sure that child have a good life, especially better than you had, you're actually bringing a life into this fucked up world. And that life you bringing forth might have to suffer in this world we living in now. Because as we see, not even the babies are safe no more. Nobody is safe. We also seen how many killings in a household that happened in front of children. People don't understand domestic crimes are kind of worse than street crimes. They actually are. Because when something wicked happens in a house, it's even more bloody. It's more worse when somebody put out a knife in the crib, a gun. It's actually worse because people don't even have a chance to run. Domestic crime is worse than street crime, in my opinion. So this particular bitch killed her friend's child, tried to lie, said the baby ate soap, baby having all type of seizures. Come to find out, baby got blood on the brain, all type of stuff. Shaken baby syndrome. And then her ass confessed. Just showing you that I know sometimes we got things we got to do. I know sometimes parents get tired, need a break. We know this, but I'm just telling you, whatever reason it is, just watch your children. Sometimes it's best to let an elder family member watch your child. Basically, if you still got your grandmother, you still got your mother, talking about stuff like that. But I told you, we lost a lot of our elders, which also was being spoken about while a lot of people are homeless right now. Remember, it was a time where it wasn't no homelessness like this. A lot of this homelessness we're seeing because a lot of people don't have no family. And on the other hand, a lot of people are cut off from their family. Or on the other hand, a lot of people went against their family. So this is also why we're seeing a bunch of homelessness, because I told you, in my opinion, the family structure have been destroyed. I told you, in my opinion, or this is facts, actually, they created a blueprint. Doctors, psychologists, the elite, they put big money into these programs. A lot of it did have to do with the system. With Lyndon B. Johnson, it was called welfare. When they put welfare together, it wasn't just welfare. They put a whole lot of other programs together to what? Destroy the household. Like sometime on Saturdays, I watch Good Time. Now, we know Good Times. We know they was a poor family. But this one thing I didn't peep about Good Times. Do you know the main reason why they was poor? What they showed us is that Florida never wanted to get on welfare. Because back in the day, our people had pride. They didn't want to be on welfare. They'd rather struggle, be fucked up before they be on welfare, because they understood that welfare was to break up the household. Because remember, to be on welfare, the father first had to go. But my point is, they put this strategy together about 50 something years ago. Now we seeing the after effects of the broken family. And it was a system put in place. And let me be clear, I told you, welfare was to help people get on their feet. It's to help you get straight. And then when you get straight, because remember, they do got what? Many different programs. But they understand that everybody's not going to be wise or smart enough to take advantage of the programs and wing themselves off. So therefore, they create a lifestyle, and this lifestyle creates broken homes. This was a formula. Also dealing with what? What's this called? What's that? What it's called? With the controlled parenthood, Planned Parenthood, something like that. All of them go together. The same thing with the C-section. It's a whole program they put together to break up households. And not only that, to turn us against each other, turn the man against the woman. So that's why what we see now, we see that households are broken, but I'm getting to a point that back in the day, we had family that looked out for us, and we wasn't just on our own and had to do some of the things we had to do. Like it was, when you went to your grandmother's house, your grandfather, whoever was the OG of your family, and they kept their door open, that's where you would go and see other family members. Or if a family member fell on bad times, they was able to go to these cribs and get back on their feet. And we didn't deal with homelessness like this back in the day. Now, mind you, let's ask the question. Was it harder back in the day, or is it harder now? Was it more money circulating back then? Is it more money now? Was it more people on drugs back in the day, or is it more people on drugs now? All I'm saying is, you see that the times have changed, and the number one thing that changed is the household, the family structure. When you could destroy a person's family structure, man, they ain't ready for nothing. What did they do when they conquered the natives? They broke down the family structure. That's why they burnt down houses, burnt down teepees, slayed the man, and snatched up the kid. Same thing with CPS. Snatch up the kids. Same shit. My point is, what we see it now is it was planned out, and I told you this shit was a warfare that they put in play over 50 years ago, that now we watching this shit play out. And now we seeing the results of no family structure. Because remember, a lot of people, a lot of mothers learn how to cook hanging around a grandmother. And then it went down the line. Learn how to cook around a grandmother, learn how to take care of the kids around the grandmother. Same way, you know, the young man learned from the grandfather, became a man, became a dad, and learned, whether it was learning how to work hard, learning how to do certain things. It was certain things that was embedded and taught to you and shown to you. And then you passed it down. Now it's none of that. Now we're in the microwave era. You don't got to teach a child how to cook. You teach them how to hit that microwave button. You dig? Everything is backwards. But the point is, all you got to know is, it's not all our fault. It's not our fault. It's just that this system was put in play, and we are seeing what? 50-something years of the result of this whole broken family structure. So now every family is every man for themselves, every woman for themselves. Within the household is everybody for self. The kids going for self, the parents go, everybody for self. You get, that's what a lot of this is going to. And basically the main thing they destroyed was the love. It's no more love. Love now does not mean the same what love used to mean once upon a time. Love now is just really a 4-letter word. To be honest with you, a lot of love, it don't come from the heart. It's just something people say. But this woman that you see, because remember, you was told that when the devil appears, the devil will always look perfect, or the devil will look a certain way. The devil might look appealing to the eye, but you thought the devil from watching TV had horns and ugly faces. I'm just showing you how a person that looked this innocent could take your baby and throw him against the wall. Pardon me, I'm sipping my coffee. So we know she's sick, and we're going to let her be. Now I'm going to get into another story, and this story is sad, but it applies to what I'm talking about, and it's very, very sad. Look at this. Here we go again. Check this out. Now, this man killed his own daughter. The little girl you see in this picture right here, 4 years old. Now, I'm going to get into how he killed his own daughter. This man was beating his 4-year-old daughter. Very, very vicious. He is 29 years old. He is facing first-degree murder. He confessed to the crime. He told the authorities, I just killed my daughter. Pardon me. He confessed to police that he whipped his daughter so much with a belt, so many times he lashed her with a belt, he lost count. He whipped this child in her head, her body, and her legs. They say the autopsy showed her body was covered with bruises and scars all over. And I know some people probably asked him, where was the mother at? The mother was right around while he was doing this. They also said that this man was abusing his child for 2 years. Mind you, she's 4 years old. He was abusing her since she was 2. The mother, her last name is Taylor, told police that this man, Daryl, had been abusing her and the child, so this nigga was beating on his baby mother and his child. Once again, a long neck, look like a fucking junkie ass nigga. Trying to look gangster in the picture. The nigga got a fucking bird neck. Look like a fucking junkie ass nigga. But that ain't the point. The point is, within his household, he was putting his own family through hell. Beating the shit out of his baby mother and abusing his daughter. Most likely a nigga probably using up all the stamps, taking all the money out the household. A bitch ass nigga. Same type of nigga, playing house, ain't gonna do shit to a nigga in the street. But the thing that was sad, they say that the baby screamed out, "Daddy, daddy, please," while he was commenced to whipping her to death with this belt. But something I didn't say is the mother, her stupid ass got locked up too. The reason why I say she's stupid, because she let this man violate her daughter for 2 years. And that's why she got jacked up by CPS, and she got charges on her too. She facing 10 years. So he facing life, she facing 10 years, and the baby is resting in peace. A fucked up, broken household once again. This nigga begging on his own family. Probably because he's a bitch ass nigga, can't deal with the situations of the world, and he's cannibalistically eating his own family. But you thought cannibalism was just eating flesh. No, cannibalism is when you eating souls too. It's when you are trying to devour a person in your midst, a person amongst you that you so-called love, and you trying to devour them. That's a form of cannibalism to me. So the mother sat there and watched this nigga do this for 2 years. And I hope they wasn't a drug head couple. But my point is, mothers, you have to be strong. And I'm going somewhere with this because yesterday I shared a video in my community section, just so happened, of a rooster that fucked up an eagle. Roosters fucking up eagles. Y'all know eagles supposed to be the swiftest killers of their bird family. You know eagles swoop down on their prey. You know eagles are big as a motherfucker. But a rooster banged on a fucking eagle because the eagle was trying to attack her chicks, her babies. So my point is, even animals got a certain instinct. When you fuck with their kids, they're going to kill your ass. We see this with a lot of animals. They'll tell you, when that parent, stay away. Even I know that. I don't care if it's ducks, goose, certain animals. When you see that mother around their child, you better stay away. They will fucking attack you. You know why? That's instinct. I'm showing you how actually animals are smarter than humans now. I said this before. You got some humans so low and degenerate, they are worse than fucking animals. Because even animals got instincts. The fathers are natural hunters. The mother are natural nurturers. My point is, the fucking rooster fucked up the eagle on many different occasions. Like one time, one picture, one part, the eagle tried to swoop down in the chicken, in the rooster's coop with a, fuck that eagle up. Fuck the eagle up. And you know roosters can't even fly. And you seen eagles swoop down and fuck some shit up. I done seen eagles swoop down on human beings. But an eagle tried to swoop down on the chickens, babies, and the fucking roosters. Fuck that eagle up. So why mothers don't go hard for their children? Because they ain't got the instinct. The motherly instinct of protecting is not there no more. It got taken away. But I told you a lot of this is a science, because it's all the science that happen when babies stop coming out the womb. I already went into all of that with the C-section. They naturally tried to separate the womb between a mother and her child, the bond. Or should I say, they tried to stop the bond of the baby coming through the womb, because that is the womb of man that gives life. And that is a certain ritual or a certain energy that happens when you come through the womb of your mother. It's a certain connection. That's why they always got to lie and tell you this, that, and the third, and they don't want you to have it pushed out. They don't want you to push out. It's the science behind that shit. So all you got to do is rewind the clock, and you'll see the past couple. Let's say, let's take it back to the early 90s. So we say, why all these kids wilding out? I bet you any amount of money. I'll put money on the table. Half of these kids you see wilding out, they did not come through the womb. I put any amount of money on it. Majority of them did not come through the womb, especially they born in the 2000s. If they born in late 90s, early 2000s, most of these kids did not come through the womb. I'm telling you what I know. That's why they wilding out, because guess what? This shit was already planned out. It was already strategically planned, which I told you it all was a program. It all was a program written over 50-something years ago that they put into play after Martin Luther King died. And Lyndon B. Johnson came in and he pushed this thing called all the programs you see right now. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to beat up. I'm just trying to show y'all the game they played. Now it's playing out. Now, meaning you seeing the whole shit. So when you see a mother that's going to sit here and watch her child get beat for 2 years, ain't no nigga that gangster to be scared of. You going to sit back and watch that nigga violate your child. That's all I'm saying. Because, mind you, the reason why we know the woman was guilty, because she's facing 10 years for child endangerment. She basically is being charged for not protecting her child, not making a phone call to say, look, this man is abusing my child or whatever. She did nothing but turn her head. So now guess what? 2 years later, her child is dead by her own daddy. This nigga right here, looking like a fucking junkie. And the nigga's proud, trying to grit on the camera, or maybe he just got lockjaw. Nigga told the police, I just killed my daughter. Whipped to the death with a belt so many times he couldn't even count. What the fuck would make a man, anybody, whip a child in the head, in the body with a belt? This ain't back in the day. And first of all, ain't nobody knocked no child in the head with no belt back in the day. They whipped their backside, not their head, nigga. But it's just showing you. This shit is within the household, and you got to be careful who you playing house with. Playing house. A lot of people was playing house for money. Playing house for all the wrong reasons. Now we see a lot of people got fucked up ass parenting skills, but I put it on a lot of people with mental health issues having kids. The same people when they was kids, they was fucking dumb as hell. I'm just keeping it solid right now. A lot of y'all know goddamn well you shouldn't have had no kids. You couldn't even take care of your own ass. You couldn't even follow directions on your own. You know when you was a kid, you was a piece of shit. Then you want to sit and have kids and try to be somebody's fucking father and whatever. But you have no parenting skills because you don't even have no self-control skills. If you have no self-control skills, how you going to tell a child what to do? And you can't even tell yourself what to do. The same thing I told you, you got people that like to give a lot of advice, but they don't take their own fucking advice. People want to be parents, but they can't even parent themselves. But then they want to bring kids into this fucked up world and put these kids through living hell within a lot of these households. A lot of these kids are suffering, and there's nobody to protect them and watch out for them. So that's why these kids end up dead. And remember, you was told the children are the future. When you see the children dying, that represents the future dying, which showing you a lot of kids, they're not going to be able to make it in the future. It's going to be fucked up out here, y'all. So that's why certain things we got to put the spotlight on. Certain things we need to pay attention to. All parents have to try to be good parents. Nobody is perfect. No. But if we call ourselves making changes from how we was raised back in the day, because I couldn't have this, I couldn't have that. My parents were strict. So now we making it easy. We making it so easy, we making shit actually stupid. My point is, we got to strengthen up on these family skills, because the family is the village. You already know that. And my point is, all of this shit was part of the warfare that they set out against us. It's called destroying the household. So now we are literally seeing households destroyed. Or should we say we see households self-destructing? That's what this represents. Man killed his own 4-year-old child. We know a child that age can't do nothing that bad to get whipped with a belt. Ain't no way you can explain that. That means he was thrashing and thrashing and thrashing and thrashing. Whips from head to toe all over the body and bruises. Come on, man. That's trauma. And let me tell you something else. When you beat your child at a certain age, guess what happened? You make your child become immune to the ass whipping. And then the shit don't work no more. Then you got to go harder. When you been screaming on your child from a baby, when you always scream at them, that shit don't faze them no more. But I'm gonna show you something. When you talk to your child a certain way, like respectfully, and you talk to them and instill the right things in them, then when they act up, you start basing on them and screaming on them, they'll get scared because they're not used to you talking like that. But once you always screaming at them, they get immune to you screaming at them. That's why a lot of children grow up with messed up hair and shit like that. Their brain be rattled when they go to school, can't learn, always getting screamed at their whole life. A lot of this shit created the trauma, y'all. Don't you know when a lot of people's getting knocked upside their head and beat on? That literally was messing up children's brain development. Beating on kids, they get immune to it. A lot of us, some of us got beat on. That shit rattles your brain. That shit is the trauma. So we have proof that a lot of us have been traumatized as young within the household. It's called ass whippings going too far. But I'm showing you something. As a child, if you always scream on a baby, they're going to become immune to that. Then you're going to get mad when you scream and it don't work. Then you're screaming at the child so damn much, you're literally fucking their brain up. Then you start popping them and beating them early. Now they got older, they still bad because they got beat so damn much, that shit don't even hurt no more. Then they get older, get outside, they start beating on people because they got beat. But when you talk to a child with education, like some people, we don't do that Google gaga. We talk proper English to the child, even if they can't even talk back. This is how you impute good communication within your children. Some people talk to their baby when they still in the womb, in the stomach. They make your baby come out smarter. So when you always talk a certain frequency to your child, when you do have to discipline them with bass in your voice, they will be more scared and more respectful of, wow, I ain't never see mom flip out like that. I ain't never see dad talk like that. Or I get scared when you see them saying certain facial expressions you can make, and you know, they know you ain't playing. Same thing was done to you. You know goddamn well it was people in your family, before they discipline your ass, they gave you a certain look. And you got shook. You got scared. You stopped the bullshit because they knew how to parent. You don't have to always beat or scream at a child. But guess what? If you've been screaming at them from a baby and beating on them from a baby, they're already immune to that shit by the time they're 5 and 4. So I'm just showing you broken homes, bad households, aka another form of warfare they use against us. Bad parenting skills. And we really could say this is black on black crime within the household, because anytime a father kills his own child, not only is that bad parenting, that is actually the worst level of black on black crime. He don't even look at his baby and see his own self in his baby. No love, no compassion in his heart at all. And the baby said, "Daddy, daddy, please." That was some of her last words. You dig? It's sad. But that's enough of that, man. Also in New York, a woman was held hostage. She was held hostage because I told you, in my opinion, a lot of women going to be getting snatched up against y'all will. You know, some of y'all some of y'all promiscuous, trying to meet random niggas you don't know. Some of y'all might go to meet a nigga you don't know, and you go to his crib and your ass don't come back home. They've been pushing this agenda for a while. This agenda, I told you, goes with sex trafficking. It also goes with human trafficking. It goes with a lot of shit where a lot of women going to be snatched the fuck up. Here is proof of a woman in New York City that got snatched the fuck up in a particular home. She was being held hostage. Or a lot of it is going to be from you having people in your crib. When you try to put them out, they not going to want to leave. They're going to hold your ass hostage. So in this particular story, a woman was held hostage, and she was smart enough to use Grubhub to help her. Because remind you, when a person hold you hostage, you still got to eat. You still got to live. They want you to live. So being that they didn't want them to go out, because when all these apps first came out, I knew it applied to. A lot of this shit applies, I'm telling you. A lot of this shit was created in these messed up times because they knew kidnapping was going to be going on, children, whole lot of people getting snatched up. And, you know, God forbid, when a person gets snatched up and stashed away, you can't go out with them in public because you're going to get caught, but you can order them some off DoorDash or Grubhub and keep them stashed in the basement somewhere. Some of these apps are used by a lot of fucking weirdos. I'm just telling you that. We use them for good. Weirdos use these apps for their own selfish endeavors because they don't want to be seen outside. But my point is, this woman was smart because when it came time for her to order her food, people that order, you know, you can leave particular messages about how you want them to drop the food off, things like that. And within the message, she told the people to contact the police. I'm being held hostage. So Grubhub alerted the police, and the police pulled up instead of Grubhub and saved this woman from this household. This happened in New York City. But I'm just showing you this is a pattern that's happening all over. People getting snatched up, jacked the fuck up. Because if you were beneficial in these last days, because humans are the greatest resource. If you are beneficial to somebody and they don't want to let you go, or you, let's say you are that person's meal ticket, or let's say that person is a leech and you don't want them leeching off you no more, they might just hold your ass hostage and just take your cards from you, clear out your bank account. They might wait for your stamps to hit, your disability check to hit every month, and just spend your shit shopping right out the crib with you sitting right there. Remember months ago when I covered the story on the so-called preacher that was holding people in his household, him and his wife, so-called taking care of people, spending all their money, keeping them in a fucking basement. This is what people are doing right now. These are modern day forms of slavery. Because if somebody jack your ass up, handcuff you to a certain situation, look, handcuff you in the crib, hog tie your ass, take away your phone, you're over with. If you don't got family that check on you, if you don't got that family that pull up, you could be somewhere snatched the fuck up. Easy. But this woman was smart because she alerted Grubhub, look, I'm held hostage, and Grubhub called the police, so the woman is now saved. All of this shit I've been talking about, this is what we call the have against the have-nots. People that don't have, if you have, you looking like steak right now. You looking like a whole plate of fucking lobster and shrimp. You're going to get eaten. Niggas are desperate right now. Super desperate. And guess what? I'm trying to tell you, the number one people is going to be the people right amongst you. It's going to be the people that you thought would never do no shit like this to you. That's the ones that's going to do it. Because remember, your enemy, your op, you already know them. You see them coming. You know how they coming. No, it's going to be the people you least expect doing this shit. Out of desperation. So the woman made it out. Also, back speaking on New York City, it has been announced that the mayor, as well as the city, are promoting that people that regulate traffic violations, people that violate traffic violations, people that run lights, people that fucked up parking, whatever you do in a vehicle that's fucked up, they now got a program to pay people to report these incidents. Basically, they have a program to pay people to snitch on your ass. Do you hear this shit? Now, mind you, it's a lot of people that's homeless, a lot of people starving, a lot of people fucked up. Don't you think a lot of people are going to be snitching on these crimes? Any type of traffic violation, they will pay people to tell on your ass. They have a program set up for this shit. Same way I told you they have many, many programs set up. I told you this months ago when they let it all be known. This is why they got the money. You got neighborhood watch snitching programs. We know they've been had gun snitching programs. They got mass snitching programs. Now they got a program to snitch on people. Look, you might be double parked. Somebody gonna snitch on you. You run a red light, snitching on you. Oh, you might not got no change in the meter. Somebody going petty shit. Well, New York City, they have programs to pay people to snitch. That's why I told you a lot of time in the last day right now, a lot of people are going to be telling. I said all this shit, man. They got the technology. They got the undercover workers. They got the agents. They got the confidential informants. Then they got programs to pay people to snitch. So what? You can't do shit no more. But I already told y'all this when I told you the fucking end of crime was coming to an end. Because too many people going to be telling. Your own families are telling your ass. Because they need to get paid real quick. You know, their family member ask you to hold $20 real quick because they want to get a blunt or something. Or you ain't going to give them the money, you ain't got it. They get mad and telling your ass. That's what's going to happen, man. I'm telling you. So they got a program in New York City to pay people to report traffic violations. Now, we know that's fucking petty, but this is part of the $30 million given by Moneybag Joe to the mayor of the city, and these funds will be used to lock niggas up. All right? To lock people up, now, mind you, this is going to affect a lot of civilians, a lot of people. Y'all also know in New York City, we got alternate parking. These particular days, you park on this side. These particular days, you park on that side. Well, now, if you fuck around and slip up, somebody going to snitch on you. Now, you come outside, you might get your car towed. We know they love to put boots on people's car. You get your car snatched up because a nigga done told on you over some bullshit traffic violation. That's what's going on right now. That's what it is. They also are doing this because what? They know a lot of people in the pandemic went and got cars driving bogus plates. So now you around some people that know your car ain't right. They know your shit ain't insured. They know the shit ain't registered correctly. They can tell on you now and get paid. This the slick shit they've been doing. This the slick shit they got out there now. So there you have it. Also, ain't nothing to talk about. I'm about to go back to the top. Jussie Smollett came back out, the ultimate clout chaser. He came off of Pride Month, but he looked familiar. Oh, man. I think that's Jussie. Yeah, that's Jussie Smollett. The one that staged that fake-ass event. That nigga look just like somebody I know. Oh, shit, man. Y'all figure that shit out. I'm being funny right now, man. I see Jussie pop out. Jussie basically came out and said he ain't a piece of shit. He said he not wrong and he didn't try to exploit the rainbow community. He wasn't clout chasing. Jussie, man, these dudes are just funny. But this nigga look just like somebody, but a smaller version. Enough of that shit, man. Salute to the chat, man. Who up in here, man? I'm about to get out of here in a minute, man. What's up, my people? Yeah. What's up, Mr. X? Yeah. He got the same swag as somebody else I've seen before. Jussie got the same exact swag, and just so happened Jussie is from the rain. Jussie is outright gay. He's outright gay. And the gay community mad at him because they feel like he was using them for his weak-ass stage event. Yeah, he looked just like somebody else I know. The same exact swag. The bucket hat with the glasses. Jussie, remember Jussie? Look at Jussie, man. This nigga funny, bro. This nigga look just like somebody else, bro. These niggas is funny, man. They got the same exact swag. They look related. We didn't even hear no there. These niggas are funny. What up, Pone? Hey, yo, it just so happened they got the same type of background. Some funny shit going on in the background. You dig? Hey man, it's just comedy. I'm a fucking comedian. A lot of y'all want don't get mad. Niggas want to be in their feelings and shit. Niggas be getting all mad and shit. It's jokes, niggas, jokes. Good morning, Miss Jackie. Yes, Rondell. Yes, he was clout chasing. That's what they do. They fucking clout chase. He's a fucking clown, man. This nigga's a clown. Nigga stays at an event, try to make everybody mad at Trump. The nigga went so hard, he put a noose around his own neck. The perpetrator fraud paid 2 African gay men that he was in a spa with, jacking off with. The jacking off story, the same type of jack off stories. This nigga was in a spa jacking off with niggas and then try to get these same niggas to stage an event with him. This shit backfired, but guess what? A lot of y'all went hard for Jussie. Jussie was representing a particular party at that time, and a lot of y'all got mad and was going hard for Jussie. But now Jussie exposed to you, should I say, that he's a fucking fraud, and he's a proud member of the rainbow community. But really, the rainbow community said this nigga's clout chasing. They said he was doing too much. But this nigga Jussie is hilarious. Funny ass nigga. That's all I'm saying. Jussie Smollett. When you ever heard of a nigga named Jussie? Spelled with a U. That nigga, man, you should have been knew this nigga was suspect. Yeah, man. But guess what? After all of that, he still had the heart and the nerve to stick his head back out. He still is trying to capitalize off that fuck shit he did. To show you that what, in my opinion, that shit was staged. All of that shit was staged. He just took the downfall. You got to remember, he from Empire under Mr. Lee Daniels. Mr. Lee Daniels, Jussie Smollett is a fucking actor. But maybe he was a paid actor to set that whole event up and take the fall anyway, because the whole campaign was against Trump anyway. So at the time, it actually worked. But when Jussie got convicted, Trump was already out of office, so it really didn't hold no weight. And we also know Jussie only spent a couple days in jail and got right out. So he ain't getting no real trouble. That nigga went out the back door. That shit was a front. But this is Mr. Jussie back on the set. All right? And this just happened to be the style of dress he chose to pick. He got on a hat like, he got on a military hat like he ready for war. Yeah, allegedly, yeah, yup. One of his sisters worked for Hillary. This man down, he's down with the blue gang, the blue party, whatever you want to call them. The Democrats. That's his family. They always got some shit going on. Remember, their whole thing was to slander. Their whole campaign consists of slandering, race baiting. That's it. You take away slandering and race baiting from them, they have nothing. They're not going to talk economics. They're not going to talk money. They're not going to even tell you what they're going to do. They're going to talk race and slander campaigns. This message was sponsored by the Someone's Democratic Party. And there'll be some slander shit. That's all they do. And people go for that shit. Then when they get in office, you like, hold up. I forgot what they was running for. Guess what? They never told you what they was going to do. They didn't give you no promise because all they did was slander. They tricked your ass. That's what Joe and them did. The same shit. Joe kept slandering. He never made you no promises. So we really can't say Joe is a fraud because he didn't ever say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He ain't get no false promises. The man just said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. He did not tell you he was going to do shit for you. So therefore, if you voted for him, you really can't be mad because all he did was promote a slander campaign against his op. That's it. And race bait. That's all they do. Race bait. Game asylum, Atlanta to New York City, and I'm out. What's up? Yeah, that's another thing, being that you pulled up. For those that know about the Buckhead area in Atlanta, that's where the money at. There's two different sides of Buckhead, but the particular Buckheads, they saying people are getting home invaded, robbed, pillaged, dudes coming up in their crib, putting guns to them and their whole family, jacking. It's going on in Atlanta right now. Told you a lot of this stuff ain't out there national. This is what's going on right now. A lot of gated communities, people will hop them gates right now. Because it's drying up out here. It's drying up. And they're getting desperate. So that's what's going on in Atlanta. So Atlanta's another place I'm going to tell you, if you ain't got no family, if you don't know how to move, I'm just telling you, when you go to Atlanta, don't be just focusing on, I'm just telling you, man. I ain't going to tell nobody what to do. Matter of fact, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell nobody shit. I don't want people thinking I'm a hater. So you just go have your fun, man. Piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit, piece of shit. All these piece of shits, right? Piece of shit. Hold on, what else I got to say out here, man? We talk about Lil TJAY one more time. For those that just pulled up, Lil TJAY had 2 shooters, but they ain't shoot nothing. Actually, one of his shooters got shot. And then on top of that, both his shooters got locked up for gun charges. So I'm just showing you, like I said earlier, just because you got shooters don't mean you protected. Just because you strapped don't mean you going to kill nothing. Because some people are TTG, trained to go. They quick with the firearm. Some people are killers, meaning shoot first, ask questions later, shoot first, then take the chain off, then run the pockets. And then some people rob you after, or should I say, some people rob you first, then shoot you after. You see, you got different type of animals out here, but you can have a nigga with a gun, but he ain't war ready. He ain't battle tested. And now some of y'all might went through certain battles, but you ain't really made it through no fucking war. And some people are just victims with handguns, and some people got handguns because they're scared to be victims. But when you're dealing with killers, shooters, murderers, and shit like that, that's a whole nother ball game because they deal with slaughter. So I just want people to understand that in these last day and time we in, don't have a false sense of security. Don't think somebody's going to watch your back, because nobody can watch your back better than you. And really, it's called paying attention to detail. It's really not putting yourself in a situation to be a victim. It's called staying paranoid on point. And if, God forbid, you do got to let loose the firearm, you better be ready to go. They say Lil TJAY got left leaking with his guts hanging out in the back seat. This happened in a public place. But maybe he thought because he had the shooters with him, he was straight. But I want this to be an example for everybody that talk about the shooters with me. I got the shooters. I got shooters. I run with nothing but thugs. I run with this and that. Niggas ain't going to do shit when that firearm start unloading on your ass. I promise you that. Once a nigga get the drop on you, man, no matter who with you. It don't matter how many guns y'all got. It don't matter. Because it's called lacking. It's called you're not ready. So let this be a lesson for a lot of people that live in a false sense of security. Just because you got the shooters with you don't mean shit. Some of these rappers, like was said, y'all need to hire professional security. At least they are trained to shoot, shit like that. Bulletproof vests, it's different type of things involved with paid professional security. And instead of just having your mans in them with you. Your mans in them, 9 times out of 10, your stupid ass gonna get high with them. So even though they strap, y'all fucking high, them niggas ain't on point. If you're gonna get shooters, get niggas that don't drink, niggas that don't smoke, niggas that just on point, posted. You dig? Because if niggas ain't militant, guns ain't shit. A gun ain't nothing but a water gun to a nigga if he ain't militant. So I'm just showing you, guns don't mean shit. Because remember, guns don't kill people, people kill people. That's why if you can have a gun, but you ain't a killer, you ain't gonna kill shit. You just gonna bust some shots and miss. You get it? And the killer gonna tear your shit off. Understand that. All right? And this is the art of shooting 101. Don't be a victim out here. And don't think just because you got the shooters with you or you strapped, you good. No, if you out here lacking, you're gonna get caught. If you got opposite enemies and you out here broadcasting, like I said, because some people like waving that stake. If you don't respect what's going on, niggas out here fucked up because you ain't been watching the news, because you ain't been paying attention to what's really going on, and you think you gonna walk around with a bunch of jewelry on, and you think because you strapped, the nigga ain't gonna try you, you out your fucking mind. Niggas gonna try you for that. Some niggas will take a bullet to see how tough you really are, just so they can get what you got. And remember, some people want your money and your life. So When you being real arrogant out here, or you in a false sense of I'm straight, ain't nobody gonna fuck with me, I'm good out here. Them be the ones that end up dead. Because they thought it never could happen to them, but they seen it on the TV, they seen it trending on social media, but they never thought it would be them. Them the ones that get left leaking all the time. It always happens, all right? But the niggas that stay ready, always on point, low key, moving right, they make it through every battle. That's how this shit work. All right. So watch your own back, pay attention, and don't think because you got people around you that you good. Because that shit is a false lie. You did? It's a fake ass reality, all right? But hopefully Lil TJAY get better. And I'm tired of really seeing all of these young boys getting smoked. The shit is fucking tiresome. We now could say, allegedly, we are seeing more young people get slaughtered than older people. I'm talking about, when I say old, I'm even talking about 30 years old. You feel me? It's not 30 years old now. 31, 29, you consider to be old now. 32, you old. You understand what I'm telling you? Before it was the other way around. Yeah, kids, teens got shot every now and then, but not more, not like this. So we see basically the children of the future is being slaughtered. That's what we're watching right now. We already know this shit. I ain't gonna keep going into it, but guess what? The shit keep coming out. I just told you the other day it was 75 dead rappers up until this time. They tried to make TJAY the 76th dead rapper in America. It's already 75 worldwide. They tried to make him 76, but he made it. So we got to salute TJAY. And guess what? Lil TJAY actually does have talent. He got talent. He been doing this thing for a couple of years. He been winning. But now, since he got shot up, French Montana want to come out and say, oh, my prayers are to Lil TJAY. Clout chaser. Casanova speaking from jail, Lil TJAY, you should have went to the crib and got the vest. Clout chaser. And then bum ass snitch 9, he want to talk about, he want to crack jokes and laugh, think it's a game. But them niggas hating on Lil TJAY because the nigga been winning for a little while now. I ain't gonna say they always hating, but them niggas clout chasing that boy. Because some people gonna wait till you take an L to come out and then they want to show you love. They don't show you love when you winning. They don't want to show you love when he was doing this thing. But as soon as he took an L, everybody got something to say. That's the hypocritical shit. I'm talking about the people of a certain stature, like I said earlier. I'm not talking about people that's reporting. I'm not talking about nobody low level. I'm talking about niggas with a name or try to use their name and big their name up off another nigga name that took a loss. Weak ass coward shit. The same thing Jussie Smollett did. He tried to use Trump name to make his name look better. He tried to use Trump name to boost up his career. A clout chasing ass nigga. They all do the same shit. Get it? But they all frauds. We dealing with behavior. I told you, I deal with analytics over here, right? I deal with analytics. Some people, they teach, they got the classroom. Some people got whatever they do. When I do seminars, you heard? When you pull up, it's a seminar. You dig? Like you go to seminars on how to get rich. I give seminars on how not to die before your time, how not to be a victim out here. You dig? How to fight some of these mental warfare that's going on, how to conquer spiritual warfare, shit like that. I give seminars, all right? So you pull up, welcome to the show. And it's entertainment, like I said. Other than that, man, I'm about to get out of here. What up, Mr. Allen? No more table jokes. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. Y'all keep joking. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. I was just fucking with y'all. I was messing with you and Sassy, man. Let you know I've been watching y'all for weeks, cracking them little table jokes. This table right here war ready. Yeah, this table solid. You hear it? Straight solid. This ain't no janky ass kitchen table. What up, Jada Wooten? Chase 1000. Zengard, thank you always for supporting, bro. That's a fact. If you haven't already, make sure you add me on Instagram. We turning up out here. Instagram. Those who be on Facebook, you add me on Facebook, share this shit on Facebook, all of that. And I'm on Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to the For No Fame Ear Hustling Podcast. I'm about to drop some content this week. I'm about to start going somewhere else on the podcast. Trust me, I'm about to turn up. Y'all make sure y'all stay in tune if you fuck with me like that. If you don't, salute to you. But if you rock with me like you say you do, you tap in. Jalen Smith, what's up? What's up, Ronnie? B. Taylor. What's the podcast? For No Fame Ear Hustling. On Spotify, Anchor, Tune In. Tune In, Podcast Addict. I know you got one of them apps on your phone. It's up in there. Just put in Ear Hustling, or you put in For No Fame Ear Hustling, or you put in both. I'm about to turn up. But and it's always going to be separate content from what I do on here. Good morning, Jeanette. What's up, Jeanette? I got all my big supporters in. I got all my family in here. What up, Tommy D? What's up? Y'all make sure you have a day. Like I say, man, y'all be vibing in the chat, man. I'm trying to see what's going on in here, man. Y'all just joking and clowning right now. Jussie Smollett. Oh, man. Hey, I feel you, Chicks 1000. Hey, look, it's Pride Month, man. If you notice Pride Month, a lot of people made their point to come out. A lot of people made sure they came out a little extra this month. A lot of people been making their presence known. That's why I say salute to the Rainbow Gang. They're a fucking gang. They are Illuminati. They run deep. They'll come for you and all of that. They got shooters, hitters, all of that. They all together, man. They got a team of them. But my point is, man, some of them actually hate women. They hate everybody. Shit, they just hate. Some of them just plain haters. They just haters, period. Right? Yeah. Man, I'm talking dumb shit right now. What's up? What's up, Lil Twerker? All right, y'all. I guess that's it, man. We came, we saw, we conquered, we finished. If you didn't hear the beginning, go back to the beginning. It's a lot of jewels within the episode. That's what I do. We sprinkle the jewels amongst the bullshit. Right? Anyway, recap that I'm gone. This trick right here threw an 11-month baby onto the wall, and she's supposed to have been babysitting. Violated her own friend's child, lied and tried to say the baby ate soap. Come to find out, she was shaking the baby to death, threw it against the wall, and the baby is now resting in peace after having multiple seizures and blood on the brain. The lesson of the day is don't let anybody watch your children, especially if that child cannot speak for themselves. That is the number one jewel of the day. Please, y'all. I know these kids get frustrated sometimes. I know you want to do you. I know sometimes, man, sometimes you just got to go to work. The shit you got to do, I understand that. But please, don't let anybody watch your child. And just be real, especially if you know for a fact your friend get high, smoke blunts, and do type of drugs. Don't let them watch your kid. Just be real with yourself, all right? For real. Protect these kids. This man right here, this bitch-ass nigga, killed his own daughter. Supposed to be playing house, daddy daycare-ass nigga, allegedly whipped his child to death. 4-year-old baby, whipped her to death with a belt across her head, body, all of that, killed the young baby. Police pulled up. He admitted, I killed my daughter. What kind of shit is that? He was a stupid ass nigga. And I wish, the way his neck set up, I wish I could put 2 hands around his neck and choke his ass to death. You dig? That's what that neck is made for right there, being choked to death, nigga. Disclaimer. That's what you do with a neck like that. You choke him to death. You don't beat him. You don't shoot him. You take that long neck and you try to pull his head off his shoulders. That nigga is foul. Like a lot of you foul ass niggas. And this nigga was beating on the mother and her child. So the mother being that she didn't have the heart to go against him no kind of way, she got 10 years off her child's death as well because she did not defend her own child. So he got life, her mother getting 10 years, child dead, family broken up, destroyed. No more family. This junkie ass nigga, he shot his own sister, 2 guns up. He want to pull out 2 guns on his sister because she locked the bathroom door on him. He want to gun down his own sister in the house, shot in the stomach in front of her kids and grandkids. So now we can officially say we are now seeing a pattern of sick motherfuckers out here. And some of them are our family members. They are our friends. They are people that look just like us. And like I told y'all earlier, I don't just pick these stories out specific. The stories with the most details that grab me, that's the ones I report on because I want to know if people even heard of no crazy shit like this. Or people know about. I be trying to see public opinion. That's why I speak on some of this. Like, yo, y'all heard about this one? Y'all seen it? I ain't. Because a lot of y'all send me information. Sometimes I be knowing the information y'all send me. Then sometimes it be stuff that's not trending like that. So sometimes I'm gonna be real. I try to find the stuff that's not trending. I try to find different stories sometimes. So I keep coming across these crazy ass stories. And for some reason, it's remember before we had jokes, we heard certain crimes, niggas would joke and say, oh, that was a white person. Now it's like they hide in the white people crimes. Or they trying to make it look like white people don't do crime no more. And all these crimes just so happen to be black people. I'm just saying that's what's going on. It's like certain news is being suppressed and certain news is being highly promoted. I don't know what this shit is about. Maybe it's part of the media slander campaign. Anyway, and it's crazy. Yeah, that's why, remember we spoke, look, Annette said, I never heard of none of them except the babysitter one. Exactly, because I told y'all, right, what I learned is they pick and choose which stories they want to go viral. They pick and choose which videos they want to go viral. They control all these machines. They control all these media outlets. So they sit back and choose what goes viral, what doesn't, what gets suppressed, what doesn't. It's called what? The fucking algorithm. They set the shit. Silicon Valley, the headquarters. They sit there. What you think all the people work there that deal with programming and shit? They sit there and program for that day what they want to go viral. What they want to go viral, who they want to go viral, what agenda goes viral. That's why some shit all of us will see, and then there's some shit none of us will see that shit. You ain't even see like, damn, I didn't even know that shit. But the shit they wanted you to see, niggas across the world, niggas in Nebraska seen it, niggas in New Jersey seen it, New York, California, we all seen the same damn video. How was that? I mean, shit was programmed. That's why. And you could take 1,000 selfies, you could do 1,000 videos, and your shit ain't never gonna go viral because they didn't pick your shit to go viral. That's how the shit work. That's it. What's up, Selena? Miss Deja, what's up, y'all? Y'all know I got love for y'all. And on top of that, man, I guess I'm about to go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Y'all stay blessed up. Stay away from these people that's messed up. Don't trust nobody. I ain't saying being paranoid is the way to be, but I'm just saying you gotta look at everybody with the side-eye view. You look at people sideways until they prove you otherwise. When they prove you otherwise, then you open up and show them love. Other than that, man, fuck that shit they talking about. I ain't with none of that shit. We dealing with backstabbers, double crossers, disloyal, backbiting, betrayal, pillow talking, slanderous. Man, we dealing with everything opposite of being what? Solid. So that's why I say 100. Niggas ain't 100. Some niggas just 70%. You dig? Some of you niggas are D. Y'all niggas are D minus, so you like 65. You like a 65%. You ain't 100. You do real shit some of the time. You might do real shit a lot of the time, but you don't do real shit all the time. You dig? And see, a lot of us that be 100, we do this shit for a living. Straight A's. That's all I'm saying, man. Just stay 100. And if you ain't 100, at least try to be 100. That's it. In the discussion, look, I spoke my piece. I gave y'all the sauce for the day. Man, I did my job. Look, good show. Thank y'all for tapping in. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to have some more info. Fun, no fame. live episode 204, and we all up out of here. One.